welcome back to dennypark English Reading Show. I'm going to introduce you to the Horrid Henry's Nits by Jessica Simon, illustrated by Tony Ross. Do you know nits? Yeah, you get nits when your hair dirty. Nits is like a bug. You have to wash your hair every day and you don't get the nits. Why Horrid Henry got the nits? Let's find it together and explore this book together. Chapter 1. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Dad scratched his head. Stop scratching, please, said Mom. We're eating dinner. Mom scratched her head. Mom, I stop scratching, please, said Dad. We're eating dinner. Henry scratched his head. Stop scratching, Henry, said Mom and Dad. Uh-oh, said Mom. She put down the fork and frowned at Henry. Henry, do you get nits again? Of course not, said Henry. Come over to the sink, Henry, said Mom. Why? Said Henry. I need to check your head. Henry dragged his feet over to her as slowly as possible. It's not fair, he thought. It wasn't his fault nits loved him. Henry's head was a gathering place for nits far and wide. They probably had nits parties there, and foreign nits visited him on their holidays. Mom dragged the nit comb across Henry's head. She made a face and groaned. You're crawling with nits, Henry, said Mom. Oh, let's see, said Henry. He always liked counting how many nits he had. 1, 2, 3, 45, 46, 47. He counted, dropping them onto a paper towel. It's not polite to count the nets, said his younger brother. Sorry. It's not polite to count nets, said his younger brother, Perfect Peter, wiping his mouth with his spotless napkin. Is it, Mom? It's certainly not, said Mom. Chapter 2. Dad dragged the nit comb across his head and made a face. Urgh, said Dad. Mom dragged the comb through her hair. Bletch, said Mom. Mom combed Perfect Peter's hair. Then she did it again and again and again. No nits, Peter, said Mom, smiling. As usual. Well done, darling. Perfect Peter smiled modestly. It's because I wash and comb my hair every night, said Peter. Henry scowled. True, his hair was filthy, but then, nits love clean hair, said Henry. No, they don't, said Peter. I've never ever had nits. Well, see about that, thought Henry. When no one was looking, he picked a few nits off the paper towel. Nits wandered over to Peter and casually fingered a lock of his hair. Leap, scratch, 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 scratch. Mom, squealed Peter. Henry's pulling my hair. Stop it, Henry, said Dad. I wasn't pulling his hair, said Henry indignantly. I just wanted to see how clean he was. And he's so lovely and clean, added Henry sweetly. I wish my hair was clean as Peter's. Peter beamed. It wasn't often that Henry said anything nice to him. Right, said Mom grimly. Everyone upstairs. It's shampoo time. Chapter 3. No, shrieked horrid Henry. No shampoo! He hated stinky, smelly, horrible shampoo with much more than he hated having nits. Only today his teacher, Miss Betlax, has sent home a nit letter. Beware, nits, 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 nits. Nits have seen in school. Get rid of them. Wash your hair with supersonic nit blasting shampoo, please, or else. Naturally, Henry had crumpled the letter and thrown it away. He was never, ever going to have a pongy nit shampoo on his head again. His rotten luck Mom had spotted him scratching. It's the only way to get rid of nits, said Dad. But it never works, screamed Henry, and he ran for the door. Mom and Dad grabbed him, and they dragged him, kicking and screaming, into the bathroom. Nits are living creatures, howled Henry. Why kill them? Because, said Mom. Because they're blood-sucking nits, said Dad. Blood-sucking. Henry had never thought of that. In the split second, then he stood still to consider this instilling information. Mom emptied a bottle of supersonic nit blasting shampoo over his head. No! Screamed Henry. Frankly, he shook his head. There was shampoo on the door, there was shampoo on the floor, there was shampoo all over Mom and Dad. The only place there was no shampoo was on Henry's head. Henry, stop being horrid, yelled Dad, whipping shampoo from his jacket. What a big fuss over nothing, said Peter. Peter lunged at him. Mom seized Henry by the collar and held him back. Now, Peter, said Mom, it wasn't kind of thing to say to Henry, was it? Not anyone is as brave as you. You're right, Mom, said Peter. I was being rude and thoughtless. It won't happen again. I am so sorry, Henry. Mom smiled at him. That was a perfect apology, Peter. As for you, Henry, she sighed. We'll get more shampoo tomorrow. Phew, thought horrid Henry, giving his head an extra good scratch. Save one more day. Chapter 4. The next morning at school, a grumble parent burst into the classroom, waving the nit letter and shouting, My Margaret doesn't have nits. She never has, she never will. How dare you send home such a letter? Shrieked moody Margaret's mother. The idea, my Josh doesn't have nits, shouted his mother. My Toby doesn't have nits. The nasty child in the class isn't bug busting, shouted his father. Respectless squared her shoulders. Rest that the split will be found, she said. I will declare the war on nits. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Miss Butler spun around. Her body was shriveled over the class. Who's scratching? She demanded. Silence. Henry bent over his worksheet and tried to do studios. Henry is, said moody Margaret. Liar, said the horrid Henry. It was William. Weepy William burst into tears. No, it wasn't, he sobbed. Miss Batlax glared at the class. I'm going to find out once for all who got nits, she growled. I don't. Silence, ordered Miss Batlax. Nora, the knit nurse, is coming to this morning. Who's got nits? It's not bug bursting. We'll all find out soon. Uh-oh, thought Henry. Now, I'm sunk. There was no escaping Nitty nor a bug explorer, and the Frocus calms. Everyone would know he had the nits. Ralph would never stop teasing him. He'd be shampoo every night. Mom and Dad would find out about all the knit letters he'd thrown away. He could of course get a tummy ache double quick and be sent home. But Noretta had a terrible way of remembering whose head she hadn't checked and then calming it in front of the whole class. He could run screaming out of the door. Says he'd caught mad cow disease, but somehow he didn't think Miss Batlegs would believe him. There was no way out. This time he was well and truly stuck. Unless suddenly Henry had a wonderful, spectacular idea. It was so wicked and so horrible that even horrid Henry hesitated. But only for a moment. These times call for desperate measures. Chapter 5. Henry leaned over clever Claire and brushed his head lightly against hers. Leap, scratch, scratch. Get away from me, Henry, hissed Claire. I was just admiring your lovely picture, said Henry. He got up to sharpen his pencil. On his way to the sharpener, he brushed against greedy Graham. Leap, scratch, scratch. On his way back from the sharpener, Henry stumbled and fell against Andrew. Ow! Yelped Andrew. Sorry, Andrew, said Henry. What a big, clumsy feet I have. Whoops, he added, tipping over the carpet and banging head with Whippy William. Leap, scratch, scratch. Wah! Wailed William. Sit down at once, Henry, said Miss Batlegs. William, stop scratching. Bird. How do you spell cat? I don't know, said Puppy Bud. Horrid Henry leaned across the table and put his head close to Bert's. C-A-T, he whispered helpfully. Leap, scratch, scratch. And Horrid Henry raised his hand. Yes, said Miss Batlegs. I don't understand this incarnation, said Henry sweetly. Could you help me, please? Miss Batlegs frowned. She'd like to keep as far away from Henry as possible. Reluctantly, she came closer and bent over to his work. Henry leaned his head near hers. Leap, scratch, scratch. Chapter 6. There is a pounding at the door. Then Niddy Nora marched into the classroom, breathing his calms and other instruments to torture. Line up, everyone, said Miss Batlegs, patting her hair. The knit nurse is here. Rat, said Henry. He hardly started. Slowly, he stood up. Everyone pushed and shoved into the first in line. Then the few children remembered what they were lining up for and stamped towards the back. Horrid Henry saw his chance and took it. He charged through the squabbling children, brushing against everyone as fast as he could. Scratch, leap, scratch. Leap, scratch, scratch, leap, scratch, scratch. Henry, shouted Miss Batlegs, stay in it. Playtime. Now, go to the end of the queue. The rest of you, stop this nonsense at once. Moody Margaret had forget the longest and hardest to be first. Proudly, she presented her hat to Nitty Nora. I certainly don't have knit, she said. Nitty Nora stopped the combat. Knit, she announced it. or, or stuffing a knit note into Margaret's hand. For once, Margaret was so shocked she was too shocked to speak. But, she gasped. Tee-hee, thought Henry. Now he wouldn't be the only one. Next, said Knitting Loretta. He stuck the comb in Ruth Rob's greasy hair. Knit, she announced. Knit faces, horrid Henry, beside himself with glee. Knit, said Knitting Nora, poking her comb into Lady Linda's mop. Knit, said Knitting Loretta, prodding greedy Graham's frizzy hair. Knit, 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 knit. She continued, pointing at Weepy William, Clever Claire, Star Susan, Beefy Bud, and Dizzy Dave. Then Knitting Loretta beckoned to Miss Battleaxe. Teach us too, she ordered. Miss Battleaxe's jaw dropped. I have been teaching for 25 years, and I have never had knits, she said. Don't waste your time checking me. Knitting Loretta ignored the protests and stuck in the comb. She said. She whispered in Miss Battleaxe's ear. No! howled Mrs. Battleaxe. No! Then she joined the line of weeping, wailing children crunching their knit notes. At last, it was Henry's turn. Knitting Loretta and Nora stuck her comb into Henry and tangled her hair and dragged it across the clamp. She combed again and again and again. No nets, said Knitting Loretta. Keep up your good work, young man. I sure will, said Henry. Horrid Henry skidded home waving his confiscate. Look, Peter, cried Henry. I knit free. Perfect Peter burst into tears. I'm not, he wailed. Hard luck, said Horrid Henry. The end. This is dennypark English reading show. If you put a good sign on my video, I will load it up more videos. If you want more of my videos, all you have to do is search like this in the YouTube. dennypark English reading show. Then my videos will load it up. See you later. Bye bye.